Hello, everybody. This is your host, Dr. Phil Finemore, owner of WorkFitME Mobile Concierge Physical Therapy. And you might be noticing there is a bit of a new look to the podcast, accompanied by a new name. So we are the Strength for Your Purpose podcast now, doing a little bit of rebranding, a little bit of shifting around. First and foremost, just want to say a huge thank you to Josh Jewett, who's been so great to work with as we got this podcast going. In order to fulfill his true purpose in life, he decided that he wanted to be a little bit more hands-off with the podcast, still come on every once in a while. He and I can have chats, talk with guests that we both mutually know and have a good time, but was not something that to fulfill his true purpose in life, he felt like he could fully commit to right now. Josh, like myself, is definitely an all or nothing guy. And he felt like in order to do this podcast justice, he had to give more of himself. And he just felt like, again, that wasn't part of his true purpose right now. So I am so grateful that he has worked with me on this. I'm so grateful for the connections we've made with people and the episodes we've created together. And those aren't over. They're just not going to be as regular as they normally would be. So because we're kind of shifting directions here a little bit from that standpoint, also decided to shift a little bit of the branding and the name of the podcast. So running along the same idea, the goal of the podcast is to still help busy Maine professionals, executives, business owners to learn more about and find the mental, emotional, and physical strength that they need to fulfill their true purpose in life. I'm going to be continuing conversations with good friends of mine, good, great colleagues and people out in the holistic health and wellness realm that can still bring you all some fantastic tips, tricks, and content to help you grow stronger in all senses of that word, so that you are the best, healthiest, happiest, and wealthiest version of yourself. And by investing in yourself in that way, and by applying some of these principles we talk about in the podcast that we've talked about so far, that we'll continue to talk about moving forward, but by applying all those things into your life, you can truly be the best version of yourself possible and fulfilling that true purpose in life at its strongest, again, in all sense of the word. It's just so powerful. That's why I wanted to kind of keep, we're keeping the train rolling here. We are, rebranding a little bit, but the things that we have talked about on this podcast so far, I have learned so much from, I have taken so much from. I hope you have all found value in it. I know you will if you listen and you start practicing some of the fantastic things that our guests have shared with us. But we're going to keep that rolling. But I just want to hop on and say this is the reason why you're seeing the new logo, the new name, all that good stuff. But it is going to be the same great content. Again, can't thank Josh Jewett of Strength of Purpose here in Buxton, Maine, enough for helping me get this going and really keep my juices flowing. Again, he will definitely be back on. He will for sure be a recurring guest of the podcast. We're still hashing out the frequency of that, but just want to let you all know why you're seeing the changes that you're seeing in the name and logo of the podcast, but we are still bringing you the same great holistic health and wellness tips to strengthen your true purpose in life. So keep on listening to the Strength for Your Purpose podcast. Really appreciate all the support. Really appreciate all the sharing and the 5-star rate and reviews and the subscriptions to the YouTube channel and everything. Can't thank you enough for your support. And we're going to keep it rolling here with the Strength for Your Purpose podcast. And we will kick it over now to the other episode here. Today we were talking about health assurance versus health insurance. So kind of a cool little take on those two things. So definitely give that a listen today as well. Thank you all again, and we will keep seeing you right back here on the Strength for Your Purpose podcast. Thanks, everybody.